Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Sabrina. Today's video is going to be a Pan Those Eyeshadows update. So if you like project pan videos, if you like makeup in general, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up. So let's just get on into the update. So I have here 5 palettes. If you don't know what Pan Those Eyeshadows is, well, there is a whole bunch of people doing this. So you pick a certain number of pans and you work to pan them. My rules are the ultimate goal is to hit pan or use them 20 times in my project pan specifically for me. People have tweaked it to their own, so there. I have 5 shades. I picked 5 shades randomly from these palettes. So let's get into the progress, and I know I already sneak peeked one, so I'll start off with a good one. Now if you didn't see my second update, this is the e.l.f. Bite-Size Palette in Rosewater. If you didn't see my second update, I said that it broke and it crumbled, but I was still able to kind of push it back into place. But I said that I was probably going to hit pan again, and I did, and it's a good chunk of pan. The shimmers in these palettes, these e.l.f. Bite-Size palettes, the shimmers, they're crumbly-ish when you get to the bottom, but they're really nice, and the mattes are really good too. So if you haven't yet, I would purchase some. Let me get my notebook to tell you how many times I used this. Okay, I used this 13 times and I hit pan. So let's move on to the other bite-size shadow. This is the Truffles Palette, and I'm working on this chocolate brown here. There is no pan, as you can see, but I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but I do have a slight dip going, and I've used this 19 times. So I'm 1 use away from my 20 mark. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and show you. I didn't realize I was this close in progress. I'm gonna show you the palette that I'm gonna roll in next, but I'm still gonna use this one last time, and I'll re-update this in the next project pan update as well. So my next one is my Sassy Sienna's palette. I have this first shade, which I believe is Stay Sassy, if that's correct, and I've hit pan. See that pan? Now I have only used this in this project. I've used this 16 times, but I did have some good use on it too before it rolled into this project, so I'm very happy to have some pan. Colourpop Wild Nothing palette. I had the shade Seashells, which is this beautiful green shade in the palette. I have a dip going. I've used this 12 times. I know in my last update I said that if I used this palette in the Mulan shade 10 times I was going to roll them out to refresh, but I'm already rolling in 3 palettes, so I think I can get them to the 20 use mark. So speaking of Mulan, I have that big old red shade in there, and I have a good dip going. It probably doesn't look too different. I've used this a total of 10 times, so yeah, and I only use my fingers to apply it. I do have it on today. That sparkly shade is the Loyal shade. That dark brown is from the Truffles shade. Under it I have the Stay Sassy, and in the inner corners I have the Seashell. So this is the main look that I use when I use the palettes. So that is it for the update portion. Stay tuned to see which palettes I roll in and which shades. Okay, sorry if the angle has changed. If you don't know, I record with my phone. I don't have an extra phone right now, so I had to pull my phone down to use the random app, which is why it's not recorded. But I have the 3 palettes here that I am rolling in. One in place of my e.l.f. Rosewater shade, one in place of my Sassy Siennas from the Dose of Colors Stay Sassy, and then one to replace the e.l.f. Truffle shade once I use it just one more time. So let's start off with this palette. This is the I Love Sarah E times Dose of Colors. I got this in a BoxyCharm pop-up or add-on sale. I got the shade number 3. So 1, 2, and 3. This is a nice matte shade. Matte shades are always good to have. I dipped my finger in one of those shades. The next palette I have is my Brown Sugar palette by Colourpop. I got the 2nd shade. I believe this is unavailable now, so all right, so let's see, 1 and 2. So I will be working on the shade Jamocha, if I'm reading that right. I don't have my glasses on, nor am I wearing contacts because I'm using a ring light. Did the Dose of Colors have a name? No. All right, it's on the back, but, and then that last shade comes from my Mulan palette. Now, the way that I did this one, since I'm already working on one, I put there's 15 pans in this palette. Wow, I'm just dipping my fingers in all the shades today. There are 15 pans in this palette. Since I'm already working on one, I did 1 to 14, and I got shade number 1, which is Imperial. So a nice another matte shade. So those are the shades that I will be working on for the month of March into April when I update y'all again. Alrighty, if you're new, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button before leaving. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day, y'all. Bye.